So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down every single Warzone map of all time. Throughout the 5 years Warzone's been out, we've had so many different maps, some being really good, some being controversial, and some just being straight up terrible. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down every single one of them, giving my views, the pros and cons and all of them. And as we know, a lot of stuff's happening within Warzone, new maps, Verdansk reskins, so much potentially happening. So I want to take a trip down memory lane to see what we've actually had, as I feel some of these maps have been overhated for no necessary reason. So let's get into this. First of all, starting off with the classic one, we have Verdansk. I've talked about Verdansk in loads of different videos. Don't feel like it's necessary to go into much, but to sum it up, it is a very good map. It is probably one of the best ones. One of my personal favourites, the one that kicked off Warzone. And obviously every map has its faults, has its pros and cons, but for the most part, I really enjoy most of Verdansk. The POIs are really good, aesthetically it's really nice, and also it holds something because it's nostalgic. I do feel like it's one of the best maps, I can't lie. I don't feel like you can say much bad about it. I mean, there's a few things over the years, like the only thing I have a problem with was like the dam and the mountains right at the top of the map. The amount of times you would get stuck at the bottom. I remember so many endings happening like that, but you know what, it is what it is, and it's fun memories looking back. And at the time, you had to think smart at the time. When you know like it's going to be a damn ending, you had to rotate so much quicker. If anything, it was annoying if you got stuck in it, but that's what broke the skill gap a little bit. Next one, we have Rebirth Island. It's still present to this day. In December 2020 to November 2022, we had Rebirth Island. First resurgence map we had, still the best one by far. It's still now been brought back into the game back in April 2024, and it's present to this day. Rebirth, I don't think you're ever gonna beat. I don't think you can ever change that map, and no matter how many years it's in the game, it's still always there. So I don't have to say much about Rebirth either, because I've made videos on it recently, but a very good map. If I had to compare Verdansk and Rebirth, it's kind of unfair because of obviously the Battle Royale resurgence aspect. Currently to this day, I have more fun on Rebirth, just because I like the resurgence fast-paced aspect more than Battle Royale at the minute. I feel like Battle Royale is only good when you have a team. Playing solos, I love hopping on Rebirth for a few solo squad games or, you know, random fills, rather than hopping on Verdansk BR on your own. It doesn't really work. From April 21, we have Verdansk 84, which, I mean, I don't really need to say much about this because it's the exact same, just a reskin version. Stadium opened up, that's the only difference. There's probably a few other changes, but that was the main one. And I like this one, probably over Verdansk if anything. So technically, Verdansk 84 is probably my favourite. The reskin and colours was a lot nicer. Stadium actually became a decent location. This is where it all went wrong. We have Caldera. I'm saying it now, I think it's probably the worst map we've got. Like, this was so shit. Like, some of the other ones, even when they were bad from launch, I grew to like a bit more because I just like love playing Warzone. Even though I hated the game at times, I could never get off it. Apart from Caldera, when that came out December 2021, I don't think I played Call of Duty for a little while. There was a couple months I took off. I think I played it probably over December and the Christmas period, and going into the new year is what made me want to stop playing COD. It was so shit, I'm sorry. If there's anyone out there that has anything good to say about Caldera or any positives to it, feel free to leave it in the comments, because for me there's not one positive about this map. Boring, I didn't like the way it played, and just all round was a rough time for Warzone. December 2021 was a catastrophic time with Caldera. In June 2022 was the start of Fortune's Keep. Probably my favourite map. I mean, Rebirth's iconic, but for some reason Fortune's Keep I always had more fun on. Like, both in June 22 to November 2022, then when it came back in February 24 for rank play, was probably one of my favourite times for Warzone ever. Like, that rank play was one of my most enjoyable times. It was the first time I hit Crimson and I really went for it and was grinding. It got me into rank play for Warzone, it got me hyped for it, and not only that, even before, I just love how Fortune's Keep played. I really do. And which is controversial because I know a lot of people hate this map, but it was just so nice. Like, I don't really know what I like about it. It came out in 2 different times of my life, so it wasn't just nostalgia. Both times it hit for me. Now Rebirth's been out for the last like 8 months straight. I'm sort of bored of it, and like, it would be refreshing to see Fortune's Keep come back, but I like how it played. Every part of the map had a different play style. You had that camping part of the castle, you had a lot of open play spots, a lot of tactical buildings and open land caves. Like, it had everything, and that's why I like it. And in November of 2022, here came Al Mazrah. And Al Mazrah, when it first came out, I really didn't like this map, but it actually grew on me. Like, what was it? We had it for pretty much a year, so November 22 to December 2023. Within that year, I got used to it. Ranked play came out on it. I really enjoyed that, to be honest. This is where I first got the nuke as well. So when Warzone brought out the nuke by getting, like, at the time it was 5 wins in a row to get the contract, and then you have to complete the contract. That was stress. That was really difficult looking back, but that I did it on Al Mazrah, so I actually spent a lot of time on it. I think I went on a 15 win streak. I've got the screenshot somewhere on my phone. I doubt I'll be able to put it on screen. You can only show your last 10 games, and all of those were just wins. I didn't really like the game too much at the time, because obviously the mechanics were different. I'm going to say something brave here, and a lot of people are going to disagree. Based on the map, Al Mazrah for me, I enjoyed not as much as Verdansk, I won't say that, but just a little bit less. I feel like if we had Verdansk sort of movement, mechanics, and weapons on Al Mazrah, it would have been a different experience. But in February 23, whilst Al Mazrah was the BR, we had the Sheikah Island. And the Sheikah, oh mate, don't even get me started on the Sheikah Island. Because at the time, I played with 2 of my mates, so we would always play trios. And them 2 absolutely loved the Sheikah Island. I couldn't stand it. They were dropping like 30 bombs. I was still dropping, don't get me wrong. It was good for high kill games, but the map was so grey, it was so boring, it was just reoccurring every single game. Like, I got so bored within like 2 games, and it was just how grey and depressing it was. I really didn't like that, and the POIs were just shite. But June of 2023 to November 24, we had Vondel, and that is the second time I did the nuke contract, because that came out on that map, and I thought Al Mazrah was difficult to get the nuke, but Vondel was a whole different experience. It was the same system, you had to get the 5 wins and then complete the contract within the game. But mate, Vondel was a really fun map. What I didn't like about it was it promoted campers, because the amount of buildings on it was just stress. I didn't really like the playstyle on Vondel. Like, aesthetically, I love Vondel. You had a few really fun games on it, and rank play was actually quite a lot of fun. And I hated the fact that in your final zone, there would still be about 40 players alive. Mate, that's crazy. Like, I'm all for action-packed, fast-paced, and just chaos going everywhere. But Vondel, you couldn't even see the ground. there was more players than there was ground left in the game. Most BRs, you can sort of control the end zone. Most resurgence, you can control the end zone. Fuck that with Vondel. There's no controlling Vondel. It is a crazy experience out there. And then the next BR map we had after Al Mazrah for MW3 was Urzikstan. Urzikstan for me, once again, it was out for a very long time, so I got used to it. It was out for near enough a year. It might have been over a year. Let's have a look. It was out for nearly a year and a half, so I got used to that map. Unlike Al Mazrah, because I played the game so much more, I got used to it and actually ended up loving it. Urzikstan I could never love. I was very on and off of Warzone at that point. I'd play it for a month, probably do well on ranked, get completely bored at the game, not play it for 6 months, come back. It was sort of like that. And I blame the Warzone map, to be honest, because Urzikstan, I didn't like how it played. All round, I wasn't a massive fan of it. Oh my god. The last Resurgence map, which was only in the game for 6 months, that says it all, Area 99. Do I need to speak of it? I don't think I do. That map had all the potential, and it flopped completely. And I feel like it did worse mainly because we was forced to play it. There was no rotation of anything else. Most Warzone maps have a good BR at least, but at the time, Urzikstan and Area 99. 2 very shit maps. You didn't have much of a choice. If you had depression, it didn't help. If you love Call of Duty, you started hating Call of Duty. But that is all the current maps we have ever had on Warzone. Leave in the comments down below, guys, what is your favourite Warzone map of all time? But that's the end of the video here today, guys. I hope you lot did enjoy. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace! Bring back Fortune's Keep. Thank you.